Michael here, looking at Psalm 77 for our devotion today. A psalm which may be subtitled, In the Day of Trouble, I Seek the Lord. And we're focusing on verse 1 and 2 for the exposition. Let's go ahead and read those two verses. I cried unto God with my voice, even unto God with my voice, and he gave ear unto me. Verse 2. In the day of my trouble I sought the Lord. My sore ran in the night, and ceased not. My soul refused to be comforted. And so as we turn to the treasury of David for the exposition, let's go ahead and read verse 1 again. I cried unto God with my voice, even unto God with my voice, and he gave ear unto me. Spurgeon exposits. I cried unto God with my voice. This psalm has much sadness in it, but we may be sure it will end well, for it begins with prayer, and prayer never has an ill issue. Asaph did not run to man, but to the Lord, and to him he went, not with studied, stately, stilted words, but with a cry, the natural, unaffected, unfeigned expression of pain. He used his voice also, for though vocal utterance is not necessary to the life of prayer, it often seems forced upon us by the energy of our desires. Sometimes the soul feels compelled to use the voice, for thus it finds a freer vent for its agony. It is a comfort to hear the alarm bell ringing when the house is invaded by thieves. Even unto God with my voice, he returned to his pleading. If one sufficed not, he cried again. He needed an answer. He expected one. He was eager to have it soon. Therefore, he cried again and again, and with his voice too, for the sound helped his earnestness. And he gave ear unto me. Importunity prevailed. The gate opened to the steady knock. It shall be so with us in our hour of trial. The God of grace will hear us in due season. And verse 2 that reads, In the day of my trouble I sought the Lord. My sore ran in the night, and ceased not. My soul refused to be comforted. In the day of my trouble I sought the Lord. All day long his distress drove him to his God, so that when night came he continued still in the same search. God had hidden his face from his servant. Therefore the first care of the troubled saint was to seek his Lord again. This was going to the root of the matter and removing the main impediment first. Diseases and tribulations are easily enough endured when God is found of us, but without him they crush us to the earth. My sore ran in the night, and ceased not. As by day, so by night, his trouble was on him, and his prayer continued. Some of us know what it is, both physically and spiritually, to be compelled to use these words. No respite has been afforded us by the silence of the night. Our bed has been a rack to us, our body has been in torment, and our spirit in anguish. It appears that this sentence is wrongly translated and should be, My hand was stretched out all night. This showed that his prayer ceased not, but with uplifted hands he continued to seek succor of his God. My soul refused to be comforted. He refused some comforts as too weak for his case, others as untrue, others as unhallowed, but chiefly because of distraction. He declined even those grounds of consolations which ought to have been effectual with him. As a sick man turns away even from the most nourishing food, so did he. It is impossible to comfort those who refuse to be comforted. You may bring them to the waters of the promise, but who shall make them drink if they will not do so? Many a daughter of despondency has pushed aside the cup of gladness, and many a son of sorrow has hugged its chains. There are times when we are suspicious of good news, and are not to be persuaded into peace, though the happy truth should be as plain before us as the King's highway. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Sometimes to take a hold of the promise is more diligent than a mustard seed seems to be able to encompass. Trust you enjoy the meditation. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.